Have you ever wondered why female pleasure seems so elusive and complex? We're venturing into the realm of female pleasure and orgasm, a territory often veiled in misconceptions and misunderstandings. It's not unusual for people to feel a bit lost, but there's no need to fret because we're about to embark on a journey of understanding and enlightenment. We're going to tackle the enigma that is the clitoris, the primary source of female pleasure. Today, we unravel the mystery of the clitoris, the key to unlocking female pleasure. The clitoris, often misunderstood, is more than just a hidden pearl. It's a complex, fascinating part of female anatomy, playing an essential role in sexual pleasure. But what really is the clitoris? Let's break it down. Firstly, there's the part that we can see called the glans. This is the tiny, pearl-like structure located at the top of the vulva, where the inner labia meet. It's usually covered by a hood of skin, protecting it from direct stimulation, because, fun fact, it's incredibly sensitive. But there's so much more to the clitoris than what meets the eye. The majority of it is actually internal, extending up to 5 inches into the body. The body, or shaft of the clitoris, sits just beneath the glans and continues inside the body, splitting into 2 branches known as the crura. The crura, like wishbone-like structures, stretch down each side of the vulva, nestled and protected by other tissues and muscles. And then there are the vestibular bulbs, not directly part of the clitoris, but they're worth mentioning. These bulbs, hidden beneath the skin of the labia minora, swell with arousal, adding to the overall sensation. What's truly mind-blowing about the clitoris is its concentration of nerve endings. With over 8,000 nerve endings, it holds the record for the highest concentration in the entire human body, double the number found in the penis. This makes it incredibly sensitive and a key player in sexual pleasure and orgasm. It's important to understand that every clitoris is unique, just like the person it belongs to. Size, shape, and sensitivity can vary greatly from person to person, and that's perfectly normal. So the next time you think about the clitoris, remember it's not just a button or a hidden pearl, but a sophisticated, intricate structure, extending far beyond what we can see. It's a pleasure powerhouse designed to make sexual experiences more enjoyable. The clitoris is not just a button to press, but an intricate structure designed for pleasure. Ever wondered why the clitoris reacts the way it does during sexual arousal? Well, to understand this, we need to delve into the physiology of the clitoris, the science behind its responses, and unravel the intricacies of its operation. The clitoris is a fascinating organ packed with nerve endings that make it incredibly sensitive. In fact, it's the only organ in the human body designed purely for pleasure. But what happens to it during arousal? Well, the process is similar to what happens in a penis during arousal. When a woman becomes sexually aroused, blood flow to the clitoris increases significantly. This influx of blood causes the clitoral tissue to swell and harden, similar to an erection in males. This process is called vasocongestion. Now, let's talk about the nerve endings. The clitoris has around 8,000 nerve endings, which is twice as many as in the penis. These nerve endings are concentrated in the glans, or the visible part of the clitoris, but they also extend into the internal structure, which is much larger and complex than what we see on the surface. So, when the clitoris is stimulated, these nerve endings send signals along the pudendal nerve to the brain. These signals are interpreted as pleasurable sensations. And it's not just a one-way street. The brain also sends signals back to the clitoris, increasing sensitivity and maintaining arousal. The physiological response of the clitoris is a key component of female sexual pleasure. It's how the body prepares for orgasm. But remember, everyone is different. The intensity of these physiological reactions can vary greatly from person to person, as can the amount of stimulation needed to achieve orgasm. Understanding the physiology of the clitoris is not about reducing sexual pleasure to a series of mechanical actions. It's about appreciating the complexity of female sexual response and using this knowledge to enhance pleasure. Understanding the physiology of the clitoris is the first step towards mastering clitoral stimulation. Now that we understand the clitoris, how do we unlock its potential? Well, the key to clitoral mastery lies in 3 crucial elements: communication, exploration, and patience. Firstly, let's discuss communication. It's vital to remember that we're not mind readers. It's essential to have open, honest conversations about what feels good and what doesn't. This dialogue can be a journey of discovery, not only for your partner but also for yourself. Encourage your partner to express her likes, dislikes, and preferences. This feedback will guide you towards understanding her unique pleasure map. Next, we have exploration. The clitoris is an iceberg, with most of its structure hidden beneath the surface. It's not just about that little nub. It's about the whole structure. Experiment with different movements, pressures, and techniques, and pay attention to her reactions. Remember, it's not a one-size-fits-all situation. What works for one woman may not work for another. So be open to trying different things until you find what speaks to her body. Thirdly, patience is the foundation of clitoral mastery. It's not about rushing to the finish line, but about enjoying the journey. It takes time to understand and unlock the full potential of the clitoris. Don't be disheartened if things don't go as planned initially. It's a learning process that requires practice, patience, and understanding. It's also important to remember that the mind plays a significant role in female pleasure. Women need to feel comfortable, relaxed, and emotionally connected to fully enjoy the experience. So ensure you're creating a positive and safe environment for her pleasure. In the end, remember that clitoral mastery is not a secret art or a hidden technique. It's about understanding the unique pleasure map of your partner, respecting her boundaries, and being patient. It's about exploring together, learning together, and growing together. It's about communication and understanding that every woman is different, and that's what makes this journey so beautiful and exciting. Clitoral mastery is not a secret art, but a result of understanding, patience, and communication. The journey to clitoral mastery is one of discovery and connection. We've traversed the landscape of the clitoris, understanding its anatomy and physiology, and highlighted the key points to mastery. But this is just the beginning. Continue to learn, explore, and appreciate the complexities of female pleasure. Open dialogue, empathy, and patience are essential on this journey. Ultimately, the journey is as rewarding as the destination. Remember, the key to clitoral mastery lies not in a specific technique, but in understanding and appreciating the intricacies of the female body.